governor, minister, and president twice. I think God has given us an incredible opportunity to serve as your president, and I thank God for that. So, please, whoever feels I have done wrong to him, we are all humans. There is no doubt I hurt some people, and I wish you pardon me. And those that think I have hurt them so much, please pardon me. That is our president's exact words. So, did you accept the apology or did you not? That's the question. So we are going to discuss this one also. Now, another of the major issues that trended during the week that we're going to discuss is the issue of allegation and counter-allegation by a factional chairman of Labour Party plotting to withdraw the petitions of Peter Obi to the election tribunal. We'll be looking at the legal perspective to this. That is, does a political party has the power to withdraw the petitions of a presidential candidate? I take that again. Does a political party has the power to withdraw the petitions of a presidential candidate? Now let me read the Electoral Act on withdrawal of petitions from election tribunal, so you have a deeper knowledge into what we're going to talk about. The Electoral Act states that an election petition shall not be withdrawn without leave of the tribunal or court. Where the petitioners are more than one, no application for leave to withdraw the election petition shall be made except with the consent of all the petitioners. The application for leave to withdraw an election shall be made by motion after notice of the application has been given to the respondent. The notice of motion shall state the grounds on which the motion to withdraw is based, supported with affidavits verifying the facts and reasons for withdrawal, then signed by the petitioner or petitioners in the presence of the secretary. At the time of filing the notice of motion, the petitioner or petitioners shall leave copies for service on the respondents. The petitioner or petitioners shall also file the affidavits required under paragraph 29 together with copies for each respondent and pay the fees prescribed or directed by the secretary for services. Before the leave for withdrawal of an election petition is granted, each of the parties to the petition shall produce an affidavit stating that, to the best of the deponent's knowledge and belief, no agreement or term of any kind whatsoever has been made, and no undertaking has been entered into in relation to the withdrawal of the petition. But if any lawful agreement has been made with respect to the withdrawal of the petition, the affidavit shall set forth that agreement and shall make the foregoing statement subject to what appears from the affidavit. That's the Electoral Act on withdrawal of petitions from an election tribunal. All right. Good evening to you, Peter Anosik, and welcome to the program.
Good evening, listeners.
Now let's start from...
Good evening, listeners, too.
Let's start from the removal of petroleum subsidy by the federal government. What do you have to say?
Well, some people say that APC stands for All Promises Cancelled. And this suspension of the removal of subsidy is also one of it, because we know that subsidy is overdue for removal. In 2012, Goodluck Jonathan's president then wanted to remove subsidy. Buhari, Tinubu, and others did what they call Occupy Nigeria. They went to Ojota and demonstrated why should subsidy be removed. And more than 15 years after, this was 2012, Jonathan was sent back in 2015, and Buhari has ruled for 8 years. So more than 11 years after, the subsidy is still there. And now the minister said that they have borrowed $800 million for palliative for subsidy removal. And a week after, we were told that they have suspended it. Understand? That they have suspended it. Okay, and mind you, Buhari also told us that they are going to conduct census. Some people that are already been trained for this. Budget money have been mapped out for this, and they have now suspended it. Then now say that it is now Tinubu that will pick his own day for census. So this is why they say that APC is all promises cancelled, because one, subsidy is one of the things that Tinubu campaigned on. Tinubu campaigned on the removal of subsidy. Understand? So now you see where we are. They are using us as a ball.
All right. I know some people are itching to contribute or to join the conversation. Well, if you do want to join the conversation, the number to call is 0816 442 5875. 0816 442 5875. That's if you want to join the conversation. But these are the things we are talking about right now. We're talking about the removal, the suspension of the subsidy removal on petroleum. You can go ahead.
Yeah. So once you borrow money from any financial institution, the interest starts counting immediately. It doesn't wait for you. So
all right, sorry. Let's take this call. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello.
Good evening to you.
Good evening, madam.
Thank you. Please tell us your name and location.
My name is Samson. I'm calling from Italo.
All right, Samson, let's hear your contribution.
I want just to add a little things to what my father that been beside you. Concerning the subsidy removal, I think Nigeria know what to do. Since 1979, they talk about the subsidy removal. The problem we have is that let them fix our refinery. When they fix the refinery, the solution of Nigeria, everything already resolved. But when there is no fixed refinery, people take crude oil to outside and buy it in large money. And again, they are complaining that they want to remove the subsidy removal. The match is going to face the consequences. What we need is to talk to the new government that wants to come in, that they should put our refinery in order, and things always be easy for the masses. This is my own contribution.
All right, Samson, I have a question for you.
Okay.
You know the subsidy removal has been suspended. And now federal government borrowed $800 million. We're talking about dollars, not naira. So the question is, what do you think will happen to this money that has been borrowed from World Bank?
Yes. Let me come in like this. This 800 million naira they borrow, they can use it to fix. When they fix the refinery, things always be all right. Nigeria have 4 refineries in Nigeria. The whole Nigeria. The 4 refinery doesn't work. Let them fix it. That's the problem we are facing concerning the oil. When they fix it, me and you going to be an enjoyment. We that have been in abroad, we coming home. Borrow money doesn't fix anything. They should fix the refinery. People that are buying the import generators to Nigeria, they will not allow the refinery to work. Let them talk to themselves. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Samson. Thank you for your contribution. Please go ahead.
What he's talking about, what subsidy just means is deregulation. Understand me? What removal of subsidy means is simply deregulation. That's government handing off the control of the price of petroleum. That's petrol, because kerosene has been subsidized. It is now the market forces that are determining the price of kerosene. And the last time I checked, kerosene was selling around 800 naira per liter. I don't know that the current price. Meanwhile, it has been subsidized. So now imagine
the price.
What the price of fuel would be if a subsidy is removed. So what the guy talked about was that if our refineries are fixed, understand, then and we begin to refine our own, the price may come down. And mind it is from the same source. It is the crude oil that they get both kerosene, fuel, gas. So which means if all these things are being refined in the country here, the prices wouldn't be as much as they are. So I feel that that's what they are That's what the guy is talking about. And I feel that can help. But for me, before anything works, there must be sincerity, there must be leadership.
And accountability.
Which is still part of leadership. So this government has not shown it. Now, within a week, you have borrowed money for palliative and you have suspended it. Are you not thinking?
But does it mean that they do not know that they will suspend the removal of the subsidy?
When they want to borrow money, well,
did it not occur to them that they will they will suspend the removal?
Well, for me, this government is one day at a time. They don't know what will happen tomorrow. It's when they wake up, whatever they see, they do. Because they should have known by 1 year ago whether they will remove this subsidy or not, whether it will be feasible removing it or not. The same thing with the census. There are people that are already being
trained.
Money have been allocated for it. Now it has been suspended. So for me, these guys are just packing their retirement benefits. Understand me? So the guy is saying that they should use that 800 million for refineries. That 800 million is nowhere now.
I wanted to ask you that. Where do you think the 800
million
naira
is? It's nowhere now. Understand me? It's nowhere now. So these guys are just using us as football. Understand me? They are using us as football because one, we have that we can endure. Understand me? We can endure. What will make the other countries to burn will happen in Nigeria. We feel as if nothing happened. So if anybody tells you that $800 million is somewhere waiting for the new government, it's not so. It is not so.
So what you're trying to say is that the new government that will come in cannot recover the $800 million.
From who? It's the same government now. It's the same government. And Bible said that house fighting against itself cannot stand. So, and Oshiomon said, once you are in APC, all your sins are forgiven. So the money is gone. The new government will now will start thinking of how to get their own money as palliative. And also get their own national social register. Fill their own people inside it and then share to them.
So what it means is that the national register is nowhere in the world. It's nowhere.
We have a new administration now. There's going to be a new national social register. That's how this country works.
It's quite funny, but it's not funny.
The national social register that the finance minister talked about is Buhari's own national social register. So there will be Tinubu's own national social register. Understand? So if another president comes, he will also draw his own national social register.
All right, I think we'll have a message on WhatsApp. Let me read it. But before I read it, don't forget that you can join the conversation by dialing 0816-442-5875. 0816-442-5875. That's the number to dial. And if you want to communicate with us via our WhatsApp, the number to send us a message is 0700-903-9039. Okay, this one says, evening, my lady. There is a saying that blessed is he that do not expect, for they shall not be disappointed. How can you expect someone who has baggages handing on him, who cannot come for debate, who use vote buying and Agbero intimidation, and also INEC conspiracy with security compromising to enter into power to offer anything? Also, someone who has signed question given to him to Governor Rufai and co. Also, someone that said that he will continue in Buhari's failure of incompetence, lack of capacity, low-grade mind, etc. If you check Lagos as a case study, removing Fashola and Ambode reign, it's failure all the way. In a sane country, he will not be voted for. But in Nigeria, anything goes. He has nothing to offer. Dayo from Faba. Dayo also said, good evening. Can I use this time to congratulate your president, the most traveled and borrowed president, the worst elections in the world has ever seen, bad economy and cashless policy, ethnic division, insecurity, no refinery, no obedience to court of law, no press freedom, no education, no hospital or medical improvement, high poverty, high japa, and SARS, etc. Unfortunately, they are handing over to another low-grade mind ruler. It's a shame. Truly, there was a country. His apologies. Still, Dayo from Faba. All right, thank you, Dayo. And if you still want to send us a message, the number is 0700 903 9039. If you still want to call us, 0816 442 5875 is the number. All right, Peter CK, let's take this call. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening.
Good evening. Please tell us your name and location.
I'm Niyi from Safejo here.
From where?
From Safejo.
Safejo, all right, Niyi, go ahead.
It is very, very sad to find ourselves in this type of country we are in today. Take, for instance, the issue of fuel. I am in the opinion that I don't think we need to start importing fuel for us to use in Nigeria. We have crude oil here in Nigeria. And this crude oil can be refined here in Nigeria as well. But due to the nature of the government we have, that's why we are facing this type of problems. We have 4 refineries. Since how many years now they have worked? 4 refineries that can refine our oil here in Nigeria. Instead of transporting the crude oil abroad, for us to begin to go there and buy it exorbitant prices. I think what we need as a country is to get a government that will fix the refineries. Get the government that will fix the refineries. That's why we are hoping that by the time Tinubu administration comes into power, 29th of May this year, before 2 years, we expected him to have fixed the 4 refineries before 2 years of his administration. Failure to do so, many of us, we will lose hope in him. Good evening.
Good evening, Niyi. Thank you so much for your contribution. I just do hope that will happen. All right, let's continue the conversation. But if you still want to join us, 0816 442 5875. 0816 442 5875. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening to you. Please tell us your name and location.
My name is Danji Mamusa.
Danji. All right, Danji, go ahead.
See, we are not serious in this country. The problem of Nigeria is Buhari is going, Tinubu is coming in. What is Tinubu have to offer Nigeria? Rather, is he going to introduce Agbero all over Nigeria? I don't know if you have moved in Lagos and say the numbers of Agbero who are in Lagos now. Early in the morning, 4 o'clock, I woke up 4 o'clock to my office in Ikoyi. If you move along Yanoba, Igondo, Yanopaja, Avis, Ikotu, you will see all those young boys that are supposed to be in the school. They carry all those weapons, iron rod, stick. They are waiting for trailer that they will collect money from. Is this how we are going to continue? Somebody who all his life is controversial. Nigeria are happy that Tinubu has come. Okay, let's watch. Should be they say he made Lagos. I don't know what Tinubu has done in Lagos rather than multiple taxes he introduces in Lagos. If not Ambode and what do they call Fashola, that at least tried in Lagos. Because Ambode is not giving him his pay is due to him. That is why he removed that man. Look at Sowolu. Sowolu has suddenly become Tinubu houseboy, going with him all about. Let them continue. There is no champion forever. whatever you do on this earth, I thank God that Tinubu is a Muslim. He know if he read Quran, he know what Quran says about if God said he made you a leader over people. If you fail them, you know the consequence in Quran. If actually he's a true Muslim and he read Quran, let's keep our fingers across. For me, Tinubu don't have anything to offer. The election has been rigged in his favor. He has got everything. He has put on his way to become Nigeria president. Let's see. He should remember the God of Abacha is still there. Let him go. Let him move on. You now see who is not a Lagos. You that come from Osun State, you now see that who is not a Lagos. You don't even have the some village. You don't even know his father. You don't know his mother. We are happy that he has come in. But wahala. He should continue now. Let him continue. He will live on this earth forever.
All right, thank you. Thank you,
Sanjay
Mamusa. Thank you so much for your contribution. Our hands are crossed.
So, our problem, one thing about this fuel thing is the subsidy.
Sorry, Peter Ansiki, let's
they
take
should
this.
keep their
Hello.
civil.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good evening to you. Thank you. Please, your name and location.
Yeah, this is Tony A. from Cotonou Island.
All right, Tony A. from Cotonou Island. Go ahead.
In fact, it is a pity that we are jumping from frying pan to fire.
Tony A. Sorry, we are talking about the subsidy removal, the suspension of the subsidy removal, and the $800 million that the government has borrowed from World Bank, and we're talking about all of this. So let's hear your contribution.
Yeah, it is clear that let me come about the 800 billion that they borrowed. I believe that money has been swallowed by Python. So we are they're not going to give account of it. Now they have tricked us that they want to use the money for the poor Nigerians. Did you think that they will give the true accountability of that money? So automatically they are using us to play football here and there. It is a pity that I come from this country. I come from this kind of a country. It is a pity. There's no truth. They have invested that money. They want to use that money for their own retirement. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tony A. Thank you so much for keeping it civil, short and simple.
Yeah, so the issue of subsidy, if our refineries can work, pick a call.
Hello, good evening to you.
Good afternoon.
Good evening to you. Please tell us your name and location.
Good evening. This is MKO calling from Satellite Town.
Sorry, I didn't get your name.
It's MKO. Calling from Satellite
MKO.
Town.
All right,
Yeah.
MKO from Satellite Town. Go ahead.
I want to say that this foolishness is a very high level. Is the highest rate of stupidity. How can somebody who wants to develop a country going out to borrow money and say he wants to feed the poor? Which of the poor is begging you to feed them? There is no Nigerian that is poor that is begging the government to feed them. Because if they have done the right thing, okay, ever since before their arrival, these people that they call poor, have they not been there? Have they gone to the government house to beg? And now, even as he came and even makes more poor people, Buhari comes and makes more poor people, rather than just, there's something is opposite of what he said, to liberate so many Nigerians, I mean 10 million Nigerians out of poverty. So the something becomes the opposite side. Which of the Nigerians or a Nigerian that has gone out to beg him food? But what is there is that this is absolutely, I can say, the highest rate of stupidity so far. If this country has been fixed in order, who will they go and money for? Nigerians are hardworking, they are struggling. Let us set everything in order. Electricity is not there. Roads we don't have. Water we don't have. Somebody like Just give me light 24 hours. I would not even care of anything you are taking off. So like, take the whole federation money. I don't care. But give me light. I make my money with light. But yet you don't have. If you want to power on your gen, you can't get the fuel. And then you're saying you have money to help. Who is begging any of them? Put things in order. We will sort out our ways. And now just nobody should tell you anything that the money is anywhere. They just want to take the money for themselves. He said the other day that he has achieved what he wants. So I believe that God will empower us one day. Rwanda, what happened there was small. Or God will get that we do this for us. This is absolutely nonsense. Nobody is happy, and the other people keep on talking about Tinubu coming to power, Tinubu coming to power. I do not have any personal hatred for these people, for any of them. But my concern and my way I actually speak about is these people are blind leaders. They have nothing to offer. Let them just give way. Whosoever that can see road and is seeing this 21st century better should come up to the podium. Whosoever, I don't care. Because by the time we do things well, we are all hardworking people. Nobody will be sitting down and be looking at or begging anybody. Thank you so much. That's my submission.
Thank you so much, MKO. Thank you very much. All right, Peter and CK, let's continue the conversation.
So I still want to go back on the issue of subsidy.
All right. Hello, good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, madam.
All right, please tell us your name and location.
Yeah, my name is Mr. Hope. I'm calling you from Oshodi, Lagos.
All right, Mr. Hope, go ahead.
Yeah, my little contribution is what I see what other countries like Russia and Qatar.
Mr. Hope, please adjust the volume on your radio set, please.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Then what I see what other countries would do with their oil money, I begin to wonder whether we are selling crude oil, coconut oil. Because what really amazes me is when Buhari came into power, the first thing he did is to take over the Minister of Petroleum. Since Buhari took over the Minister of Petroleum, since to date, he has unable to fix one refinery in Nigeria. And every day, they have been using our money to take oil to another country to refine and bring it back again, which is very crazy. It is in this Buhari administration that we learned that there are oil thefts in this country. And by the grace of God, through them, they said they have captured the ship that they have been using to take away our oil. No investigation. They have not done anything. What Nigerians heard that they have burned the ship. Then, in the issue of 800 million money they borrow for palliative, it is in this same country, in 2020, where COVID-19 came, many people donate money. Everybody donates money so that this same government can give us palliative. This Buhari government, they have to lock that palliative. They refuse to give us to Nigerians. So what are they telling us now that they want to give us 800 million? So I see that the APC administration, their agenda is to drain Nigerians. We have no option than to know that they personally come to drain us. And they have left us with no hope. It is the first in history that Nigerian has gone back to wherever we did not expect to go back. Currently now, people are suffering. It is this same administration, they said there is a policy that they want to bring out new money. I bet any Nigerian, whether you have seen that money again, after many people have lost their life. So I don't know what Tinubu is coming to do, because we have already seen their failure. He has never come out to tell Nigerians on his own campaign of what he would do to us. Even in his own TVC, he did not go there to talk to Nigerians. He did not attend interview. He did not come to any public place to tell Nigerians what he would do for us. Even when he went to Chatham House, when they ask him question, he has to allocate question to El-Rufai. When everybody knows in Nigeria that El-Rufai is running a parallel government with bandits, he cannot even fight his own state. See, today they are still killing people in Kaduna, and Tinubu is telling us that it is El-Rufai that will give us a security. So it is very, very crazy. What I'm saying is, I'm praying it is only God that can deliver us from this APC administration. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Hope. Thank you for that contribution. Okay, Peter Nosike, you can go ahead, please.
So, if we have refineries, we have crude oil, but we are sending our crude to other countries to refine and now bring it back and we pay. This is one of our problems. It's just unfortunate that no government has has thought about making the refineries work. If we can be refining our petroleum products here, PMS, that the petrol will be cheap, kerosene will be cheap, gas will also be cheap, because all these are byproducts that's of the crude. But because it is being imported, that's why it is cheap. That's why it's very, very expensive. Research showed that over 75% of the gas being used in Nigeria is imported. While we have abundant gas reserves in the Niger Delta, this is not good at all.
All right, let's take this call. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Please tell us your name and location.
My name is Wale. I'm calling from Oshodi here.
All right, Wale from Oshodi, go ahead, please.
I must say you guys are doing a good work, and listening to what everybody has been saying, I don't think everybody that has been calling, nobody has been happy with what is happening in the country. Everybody is complaining one thing or the other, which shows that a lot of work needs to be done by the new administration. Now, talking about this subsidy removal, they came up and said the removal is going to be happening like 6 weeks before leaving the office. Now, during the week, they came out again and said, okay, they are going to suspend the removal because they felt it's going to be too harsh on the new administration. My question was this: when they were planning about this subsidy at the first instance, didn't they know that the new administration is starting for May 29? That's the first question. Now, the second question is this: the 800 million grant given to us by IMF, who will share the money? Is it the new old administration that is going to share the money after they've left office, or they are going to give it to the new administration? All these things we need to know, or let's just say Otilo. Because my question is, who are the vulnerable people?
The very poor Nigerians.
What is the index of knowing a very poor Nigerian? How do we know very poor Nigerian? As I'm a very poor Nigerian.
Maybe the Minister of Finance will tell us that.
How will he check? Is he going to check our bank accounts? Is he going to check how much you have in your bank account? Because I don't know the index you want to use to know the very poor Nigerians. And I am like this. I'm a very poor Nigerian.
They already have
and my name
their names and numbers.
Is not on the register.
But the minister has their names and numbers, so I think she knows and she has her index.
Anybody that his name is on the register should come out and say my name is on the register. Nobody has said his or her name is on the register.
Wale, are you sure your name is not on the register, Wale?
I have not received any message. I have not received any message, and I'm sure nobody is on the register. So, what is the index? How are they going to know the poor people? How are they going to know the very poor Nigerians? Are they going to go to the north? Or are they not poor Nigerians in the southwest here? So, those are the things we need to check. It's just showing us that we are not trusting this government. They're not even doing anything for us to trust them. Everybody is complaining from here and there and everywhere. So now, this fuel subsidy, the solution should have been in 2012, when during Goodluck Jonathan's period, he wanted to remove this subsidy. APC government came out and said no. They occupied Nigeria at that time, you can remember. They said no, you should not remove the fuel subsidy. Now they came into power and they saw that, okay, this fuel subsidy is killing the economy of Nigeria. What should they do? They should have even started rebuilding the refinery. Since that time, they had 8 years to do the refinery. They did not do anything. Now, when it's now 6 weeks to go, they now said that, that first subsidy should have moved in 2012. Let us remove it now. It doesn't work that way. Somebody saying if Tinubu comes in 2000 and next, we should give him 2 years to do refinery. 2 years when his predecessor did not do it for 8 years. Will he not do it for 2 years? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for this country. Thank you very much. That's my opinion.
All right, Wale, thank you so much for that opinion. Thank you.
I'm in agreement with Wale because if this government has begun to rebuild the already existing refineries, by now we will have been refining in Nigeria. We will have been.
Let's take this call, please. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening.
Thank you so much. Please tell us your name and location.
My name is Victor. I'm calling from Egondo.
Uche?
Victor.
Victor, all right, Victor, go ahead.
Please, there's no money anywhere they would want to share for us. So this is just a way for this government to cash out. So people should stop deceiving themselves. They want to cash out before leaving office. So we should stop deceiving ourselves with all this sentiment that they're going to share palliative and
we are not deceiving ourselves. That's what they told us. That's what they told us.
Deceiving you people.
All right, Victor, continue. All right, we lost him.
Okay.
Sorry. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening.
Thank you so much. Please tell us your name and location.
Thanks for being so receptive to me. I am going to approach the matter from academic perspective.
All right.
Plato, a great philosopher, made us understand that people that must be at the helm of affairs must be highly prodigious, highly knowledgeable, smoldering in unimaginable erudition. So when APC got bettered, I was highly jubilant, thinking they are really all People's Congress with different ideas that will solve our problems in no time. But I will simply put, they have shown themselves as abnormal People's Congress, making life very, very miserable, unbearable, intolerable. May God continue to let them be. But they say one day is for the thief. Or how do they put it? Every day is for the thief. But one day is for the owner. Their doomsday will soon come. And it will soon come. As you have seen in those who thought they were vampires here and there. So we Nigerians should be very calm and keep to being friendly to ourselves, irrespective of their Machiavellism and machination. We will arise, we will survive. Nigeria will be back on track and highly comparable rest of them. In Jesus' name I pray.
All right. Thank you very much, Victor from Egondo. Thank you so much. All right, let's go ahead.
So I strongly feel that the best step to remove the subsidy is to build refineries. That's repair the ones that we have. Some time ago, they said that Warri and Port Harcourt refinery are almost being completed. So what are we?
Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening.
Thank you so much. Please tell us your name and location.
Yeah, my name is Hanka from Apapa.
All right, Hanka, go ahead, please.
Yes, this subsidy, whatever they are saying, they know what they are doing. Do you know that they say people, about 2 years ago, they said they want to remove subsidy. Why dollar was about 300 something naira? When we know fuel was 80 something naira, so they increased it to 400. They increased the fuel to 165. They say they remove subsidy. Now, because of the dollar now high goes up, they now said they call it partial subsidy. Why are we? And the same people will tell you that in America, in Europe, they are selling 1 liter for €3, for instance, or €1.50 or so, But the same people will not tell Nigeria, said, look, our Nigerians, our brothers and sisters, for in Europe, for instance, Jamie, 1 liter is €1.70. Okay, you will not tell Nigeria, the citizens say they are selling one fuel in Europe, in Germany, €1.70. But the difference is this. Do you know that if you are a vulcanizer in Europe, let me use that language. You understand? Or you work in a hotel, I just want to call cheap place, you know. You understand? You will not tell the same Nigerian say, but if they are paying you in that Germany, your salary is not less than 1.5 million naira, even though you are a what they call it, a sweep cleaner. You are cleaning hospital or you are cleaning supermarket. Your salary is 1.5 million naira. Automatically, even though they are selling that fuel in that price, with your salary of 1.something million naira, it can pay all those things. The same people will still tell Nigerians, say in Europe, all over the world, this one is expensive, this one is going on, this one is good. Then we not tell the same Nigeria, not everything in Europe, like oil because of Ukraine, oil is high. The oil they used to sell €6, now it's about €11 or €12. You understand? But the burger they used to sell €3.70, now it's about €4.70, which just add €1. Do you know that if you want to buy KFC or you go to Burger King in Nigeria now, it's 5,000 naira. Who can 50% of Nigeria can afford the Burger King? Eh? Okay, look at the new so ever elect president. You come out for national television, you are telling Nigeria that no matter the tire that you burn, no matter the riot, no matter the protest, they will remove subsidy. Why are you saying that? It's very wrong. It's wrong. No matter the riot, no matter this thing, you must receive something. They say, oh yeah, they used to carry it to Niger, to Benin Republic. We are in the government. They will carry your oil to Niger or this thing. We are in government. It's very bad. It's very bad. This money they say they will collect in the whatever World Bank or whatever they collect it. They are not spending 1 naira. They are not to build. Japan have how many? Japan don't have oil. Do you know how many refineries Japan have? They have how many? So we come out to get one. It's a problem. Come out to get two. Now everybody is saying Dangote. Dangote. You don't want to build your own. You are talking of Dangote. My brother and my sister don't know. It's just they say where the elephant or whatever fight is the ground that we suffer it to. You understand? You know. So sometimes this because I do listen to your program. Sometimes it's very annoying. You know. Okay, see the callers now. Nobody is happy. Nobody is happy. That is what fella say. People when they know they happy. People when they know they happy. People when they don't know they jump up because people that know the system just they look say which kind of country is this? Everything is lie. Everything is scam. It's very bad though. It's very bad. This our leader. They don't even know that. Okay, you don't know that no matter the money that you have, you will not pass 120 years. Even though at least help the poor. They don't need lot. Just give them the basic thing. You understand? Do you know if you go to London, all those London they used to run to all those ones? How much they sell burger there? In London, the coins they are using coins. Maybe your daughter or your baby they are going to school. They give them coins. Can you go to Burger King here? Common Burger King. It's 5,000. The cheap one is 3,500. Go and ask. Okay, now euro is about $1. How much is dollar now? They told us, say they remove subsidy. Now, because of dollar high, you say it's partial. Can't you revise this one? Okay, $20-50 was about 180, 200. Now, dollar is about almost 10 times. You can't buy anything. And the same salary, go to the market now. A week, how much you will spend? A week, maybe for instance, they are paying you 100,000. It will not be enough. If they are paying you 1,000, your meal a day, say, mama put roadside. You want to stand with egusi so that egusi will not disappoint you. It's 500 naira. You're going every day. You must spend 1,000. Maybe you say you want to manage, you want to trade before you enter bus. You must spend 1,000 naira. Check it. 1,000 naira times start. Is it not 30,000 naira? We are not talking of your children, my sister. I don't know. I don't have much to say.
You have said a lot.
You understand? Yeah, I don't know what to say because sometimes I will just look and say, what kind of country is this? You understand? Nobody, me, I live in Western world though, you know, you understand? I know all those things. Some people will just come, we just fold hand, they look, say, go to Germany, go to this thing. Do you know that the same Europe that we are talking, like Germany is expensive than Italy? You understand? It's like London is expensive than Germany. That is why when you even ask them, you ask the citizen. Like London, if you are working in London, they are paying you £2,000. In Germany, they are paying you £1,000. The citizen in Germany will tell you it's the same thing. When they do the analysis for you, it's true. It's the same thing. It's the same thing because they will tell you that in London, as is London, maybe center of London, they call it studio house, they are collecting £350. While in Germany, they are collecting 250 or 300. So when you change the expenses, you will see it's the same thing. You see, but Nigeria is not like that. They will tell you that the fuel is, if you convert it to Nigeria, they are buying fuel in Europe, 1,800. But you will not tell Nigeria citizens, say, if you are a vulcanizer, your salary is not less than 1.5 million. You see them? Eh? My sister, thank you.
Thank you so much, Hanka. Thank you so much. You've actually said a whole lot, and we heard you. Thank you. All right, Peter Anosike, let's continue the conversation. It's getting quite interesting. But please, let me take this. Hello?
1,800.
Hello?
Hello, good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Please tell us your name and location.
Yeah, my name is Jude. I'm calling from United States.
All right, Jude, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you guys for the good job you're doing. I just saw the topic you people are talking about NDNLA and why not prosecute Tinubu. Now, what I want to talk about...
No, that's not what we're talking about. Sorry, Mr. Jude. We're talking about the subsidy removal suspension by the President Buhari-led administration.
Oh, okay. Let me talk about that briefly.
All right.
See, this oil subsidy they talk about in Nigeria, they are all scam. Trust me, they are all scam Nigerian evil leaders have generated over the years. So each coming successive leaders continue to, perpetrate it because that is where they steal Nigerians' money. Okay, all these Nigerian leaders, both past and present, they are all crook. That is why they are fighting so much to see that Nigeria do not change because it's benefiting them. The way Nigeria is, the status quo is benefiting them 100%. That is why they are fighting to see how they are fighting P2B after overwhelming people of Nigeria have voted for him and want him to lead us. See how they are fighting him every which way. They asked him after the election, they asked him go to court if you feel you are being cheated out, and he obeyed them and he went to court. Now they are all crying, fighting. Why are you going to court? Withdraw from court. They are doing everything humanly possible to see that they frustrate them and frustrate the mandate that the Nigerian people have given to him. For the first time in the history of that country, many people came out in mass. Nigeria came out in their drones and numbers to vote for somebody they believe will deliver them from the hands of these wicked, evil, demonic, satanic human beings parading themselves as politicians. Look at what is going on. There's something I want to talk about briefly, guys, if you will permit me. There was an issue some time ago. They discovered tons of cocaine, worth about 95 billion naira. Now, what happened to it? I've not seen any the media talking about this. I expected the media to be talking about this every day so that until we find out those who are responsible for those cocaine, who put it there, how was it found there, who is the person behind it. They only showed us this was what they discovered, and the few people that works there, they arrested. And those people they arrested there, they are not the ones in charge of those cocaine. They are merely workers. So who put that cocaine there? And shortly after that arrest, after that discovery, Tinubu went and visited Marwa. Marwa is the boss of NDNLA. And then after a few days, after the visitation, they told us that they are and then shortly we see Marwa daughter being among the organizing the transition committee for the so-called new government of INEC select president. And then now we are seeing there's a rumor now that in the cabinet of this evil man Tinubu that they are going to that Buba Marwa is still going to be NDNLA. All these things are strings of things you put together to tell us who actually is the prime suspect of that cocaine. Tinubu cannot be buying the whole Nigeria with all the money, with only the money he's stealing from Lagos. Tinubu is a drug pusher. That is obvious. That is registered. That is understandable. It's everywhere. The document is everywhere. Tinubu should be prosecuted. Tinubu should be prosecuted. We cannot allow a drug baron.
All right, Mr. Jude, please keep it civil. Keep it civil, please.
No, there's nothing to be civil in Nigeria anymore.
Please,
these people
this is
that
a
are
media
killing us,
house,
they are not
please.
civil. My sister, I know you are defending your work, but these people that are killing us, they are not civil. They are not doing it. Look at what Festus Kiamu is doing. A whole senior advocate, the kind of lies he perpetrates and Fanika Yode, all of them are in the cabinet of this Jagabandit. All of them are in his cabinet. Look at what are they doing? Are they being civil? They are not being civil. They are killing you and I, and you are telling me to be civil. They are not civil.
Please, you just have to be civil, please.
There's no. I am civil here. I have not said anything. There is freedom of speech. It's only Nigeria who see this. I live in the United States. I can talk to Joe Biden this way, and it's not even to his face. I can talk to any president of the United States to his face this way. There's nothing. Nobody will do anything to me because of freedom of speech, and they will listen to me. They won't tell me to be civil. Of course, I won't talk to them when they are doing the right thing. I will support them and campaign for them and pray for them when they are doing the right thing. But when they are not doing the right thing, Nigerians, many people are dying today. Every day, Nigerian people continue to die because of this evil man. And you are telling me to be civil. What about do you know how many Nigerians that died yesterday? Even today alone, do you know?
All right, Mr. Jude, sorry, we just have to end the call, please. Please, this is a media house, and there are things we can take and things we cannot take. Please, whenever you call us, try as much as possible to be civil, okay? This is a radio station. All right, Peter Nosike, can we quickly move over to the apology of Mr. President? All right, let's take this call before we move over to that one. Hello, good evening to you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
All right, please tell us your name and location.
Yeah, I'm Chukwuemeka Obi from First Tech.
All right, Chukwuemeka, please adjust the volume on your radio set and you can go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much
for
accepting my call. I've been trying to reach you, but busy.
All right, please go ahead.
Yeah, I've been following your conversation. Fuel subsidy. If I say that I'm fed up with this country, I think nobody will get me wrong. Because this is what this particular party, APC, fought during good luck regime. This time they went to Ghana and agitating for the fuel subsidy removal. So I was thinking that as soon as they entered office, that they will remove the subsidy. Fortunately, this is 80 years they've been in this government, and nothing was done about the removal of the subsidy. And now they're about to go out there talking about it. I think these people that have deceived us a lot. I think the only thing is that we repose our confidence and our faith in God, seeing that these people have nothing to offer this country. Just as you said, we have to be civil in our statement.
Your opinion, yes.
Yeah. If not, I think somebody will say, let us be praying that God will do what he did in the land of Egypt against King Pharaoh, because without an apology, I don't think that there's anything these leaders will do again. From 1999 to date, you can imagine for 8 years, no sector of Nigerian economy that has been touched. Not light, not water, not road, nothing. So every day we keep on hearing one thing or the other. I mean, I think even if you say this thing from now till tomorrow, I'm sure that nothing will be done. I don't even have faith in the government that is coming in, because they're the same thing, they're the same character, they're the same, So I will advise Nigerians that we go back to God. There's nothing when we talk to these people that they will hear. They have closed up their mind to do whatever they want to do. I think if I would say the conscience is no longer there to hear what the masses are crying for. How can somebody be leaving government to borrowing $800 million? What do you want to do with it? And say you want to do palliative, just like what we had during the outbreak of
The COVID-19.
COVID-19. At the end of the day, nothing was given to anybody. So they will talk. I've seen Nigeria where we see the problem of Nigeria, we see the solution, but we keep on elaborating. Nothing is being done. So, my sister, I will advise everybody who knows how to pray to go back to God. It's only God that will deliver us from the hand of these people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chukwemeka, for keeping it civil, simple, and short. Thank you so much. I believe God will help us. And he said we should go back to prayer. We should reconcile with God, talk to God. Peter Nosike, do you share his sentiments?
Well, prayer is not a strategy. Prayer is not a strategy, but it can help us. What prayer does is to help you to do the right thing. Is to tune your mind, to have a mind shift, to change from bad to good. That's what prayer does, to enable you to have a mind shift.
All right, please, let's take this call. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. Please tell us your name and location.
My name is Godwin, coming from Alaba.
All right, Godwin, please go ahead.
My problem with government that they don't have love.
Godwin, please adjust the volume on your radio so we can hear you clearly.
The problem with government, they don't have love among themselves. That is what I want to say.
What's he saying?
I really didn't get you very well. We didn't get you very well. Can you please repeat what you just said?
The problem with this government, they don't have love among themselves. That's what I want to say.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. He's talking about not having love among themselves. I really don't know who he's referring to. All right, Peter, can we quickly talk about the President Muhammadu Buhari's apology to Nigerians? I really want to talk about...
The phone is still buzzing. The phone is still buzzing.
Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, ma.
Good evening to you.
Good evening, ma. My name is Abu Salam Okanlawo Lati Kotun, Governor Road.
All right, Absalam, go ahead.
I'm very happy to meet you. The really problem with inside this country now, our people they will call themselves Muslim, they will call themselves Christian. Imagine they don't use the Quran law, they don't use Bible law. Well, I'm just sorry for them. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Absalam. Absalam is talking about religion dividing us. Thank you so much for that opinion. All right, Peter Nosiki, can we quickly talk about President Muhammadu Buhari's apology? Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. Please adjust the volume on your radio. Adjust the volume.
Hello.
All right, tell us your name and location.
Yeah, UK satellite.
I didn't get your name.
UK satellite.
UK from Satellite Town.
UK, yes, Satellite Town.
All right, go ahead.
This country, we are just starting in the south. We are just starting in the west, in the east. Killing ourselves, castigating ourselves. What of those in the north? What are they doing? What are they thinking? What is their mission? This morning, I was stopped by armed robbers for this satellite, Gozal Junction there. They said I should sit down. They said I should sit down. It's among of Tinubu's guys. They said I should sit down.
All right, Absalam.
Excuse me.
Sorry, please, we can't entertain that. Please, if you were robbed or whatever happened, please take that to the police station, okay? That will be fine. All right, moving forward, if you still want to join the conversation, do well to join us on 0816 442 5875. 0816 442 5875. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening, Esther.
Sorry, this is not Esther. This is B Blast.
VOP, I know it's VOP.
This is B Blast. Tell us your name and location. B Blast.
Okay. This is Chigozie calling from Ijebu.
All right, Chigozie, go ahead.
How is your day?
Thank you so much.
And to our man there.
Peter Nosike.
Okay. So, it's unfortunate that all what we have in this country are dealers. They are just dealing with us the way they like as if we are all goose, which they just deal and then get their cash and go their way. Talking about what happened during the COVID-19, how it all played, and you call that what we have is leaders, they are dealers. And again, we are now seeing what is happening again in this that concerns fuel subsidy, blah, 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 they are talking about. Well, I don't know the poor people that they want to give those money to. But for me, I know that they have dealt the way they used to deal, and the money will certainly go to their pocket and is putting in the credit of Nigeria, that Nigeria is debted to this, and then will be paying, putting a whole lot of pressure in our unborn generation. What a country. Everything is not working the way it should. And when we think we are having a new government that will do something good, 8 years is down the memory lane, and then we didn't see really anything. Well, my sister, is very, very, very unfortunate what we Nigerians are seeing with the dealers we are having that we call leaders. Thank you, and God bless you, and God bless VOP.
Thank you so much, Chigozie. Thank you for keeping it civil and very simple and short. Thank you so much. All right, Peter Anosike, let's continue the conversation.
Where are we? The phone lines are not...
The phones are still buzzing. People are talking about the 800 million naira subsidy removal suspension, $800 million subsidy removal suspension. But I really want us to move past this because we've talked about it enough. All right, let me still take this call. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. Please tell us your name and location.
I'm Mr. Polycarp from Elasa.
All right, Mr. Polycarp, go ahead.
Talking about this forgiveness. You know, the man in charge, Buhari, his heart was hardened, and he intentionally inflicted injury and pain on Nigerians. So if he's talking about forgiveness, it's between him and his God. No Nigerian will forgive him. And even as he stands now, sorry to draw you back, $800 million, you know, a deliberate attempt on the 11th hour to still put more pains on Nigerians. The forgiveness should be between him and his God. Let them leave Nigerians alone. But God will never forgive them. That is my own. They cannot be forgiven. It's as simple as that. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much, Mr. Polycarp, for keeping it simple. Thank you so much. You know, he talked about the forgiveness, the Buhari's forgiveness statement.
On the issue, I'm surprised that Buhari, as a man, can ask for forgiveness because it's not in him. It is not in his
nature,
character to ask for forgiveness. And you cannot be doing the same thing and expect a different result. Let me give an instance. The new Naira design that somebody called that we don't know where the money is. Understand? When Buhari came into power in December 31st, 1983, the first thing he did was to change to redesign the Naira notes then. That time, the highest denomination was 20 Naira. He redesigned it, and a lot of people died. There were hunger everywhere.
All right, please, let's take this call. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And
Hi.
you?
Yeah.
Please tell us
My
your
name
name
is-
and location.
My name is Ezekiel. I'm calling from Isolo.
All right, Ezekiel, go ahead.
Yeah. Buhari is talking of.
Are you there? All right, we lost the call. Ezekiel, do well to call back. The number to call is 0816-442-5875.
So the Naira he presided over the redesigning in 1984 ended in a disaster. A lot of people died, the hunger, the suffering. So he didn't learn anything from there.
All right, sorry, let's take this call. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Please adjust the volume on your radio, please.
Good evening.
All right, tell us your name and
You see,
location.
I'm not happy what is going on.
Tell
in this
us your
country.
name and location,
Sorry.
please.
You see what type of UK satellite? I said Nigeria is going to bury it 4 years time. Nigeria is going to bury it 4 years time now. I just prophesied it. It's going to.
All right, UK satellite, please. We do not like that prophecy. Nothing is burying our dear country. Hello, good evening to you. Hello. All right, we lost the call. Do well to call us back if you want to call us via our WhatsApp line. The number to call is 0700-903-9039. If you want to call into our studio line, 0816-442-5875. That's the number to call. And remember, please keep your opinions very civil and simple, please. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you so much. Tell us your name and location.
Yeah, my name is John Bosco, calling from Festac Town.
All right, John Bosco, go ahead.
Yeah, I would want you to give your guests there some time to analyze, give us that analysis. The caller should wait a little bit because the analysis is interesting anyway. But let me quickly shift this one. What pains me most is our military. Whenever the youth come out to express their anger on how things are being done in this country, they will unleash the police, the military, against the masses, as if this country, turns out to be good today, the military will not enjoy it. I don't know why. They should reason. I know the hierarchy officers are among them, among the political group. What we have in Nigeria, we don't have political parties. Rather, what we have is a kind of group of people that come together to, suck this Nigeria country dry. We don't have political parties and we don't have politicians. But if you look at the group of people that are ruling us today, right from the grassroots, you will find out that, yes, they are not really Democrats. They are a kind of group of people that come, I don't even know where they come from. But I believe what one man said, that we will not get tired. We should continue to push hard. We will overcome them. Yes, Nigerian youth should not be lazy, as they call us that we are lazy. We shouldn't be lazy. We should not give up. One day, God will answer our prayer. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my brother. Do remember that this is Voice of the People 90.3 FM, where we give voices to the voiceless. We allow Nigerians vent. We allow Nigerians rant, but in a civil and simple way. Thank you so much. All right, Peter and CK, let's continue.
So as I was saying, when Buhari came to power in 31st of December, this is the voice of the people.
Sorry, adjust the volume. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening.
Please tell us your name and location.
Okay, my name is Akata. I'm calling from Amodofin.
All right, Akata, go ahead.
Please, I felt that the government will have just removed this subsidy by July this year. It could have saved us a lot of stress. You know that our people are so emotional about subsidy, but since 1999, God willing, this year will be 24 years of democracy. Yeah, the refineries are not working. Private refineries are not coming up because you can't build a modular refinery where government is regulating the price of the products that you want to deal on. No business person will invest money in the refineries as it is today. So, fine, it's going to be very painful. However, after a while, look at what happened in the telecom industry. Now you can just, at the front of anywhere, you can just get the POS, get your cash and go. In a short while after they start this subsidy with us, Nigerians will get better. But this one we are saying, don't remove subsidy, people will suffer, people are suffering. If they remove subsidy, after a while, things will be better. That's my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, that's still on Buhari's apology. So I say, when Buhari came to power on 31st of December 1983, he redesigned the Naira note then. It ended in a disaster. A lot of people died. He said that the politicians then were corrupt. They stole money. He doesn't want them to use the money. So he asked the central bank to redesign the notes, which is exactly what he did now. That he didn't want them to do vote buying, whatever. So the experience of 1984 ended in a disaster. So 24 or even 40 years after, he still did the same thing with the same system, and it ended in a disaster too.
Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening to you. Tell us your name and location.
I'm calling from Italy. Hello, my name. Yes, I'm Samson. I've already called you before.
All right, Samson, go ahead.
I want just to add a little thing to what the last caller said concerning the subsidy removal. When they removed subsidy removal, because I was in Nigeria when the crisis of that was should be 1993 when the incident of it's not 1993, but there was one crisis that happened that time that they want to remove the subsidy removal because they put the fuel was it used to be 87 naira. That was by that time. Why the fuel jumped from 87 naira to 200 and something naira? But when they removed the subsidy removal, we are still being in pain now. I know that I'm not in Nigeria, but my family, my dad, my mom, my son in Nigeria. But the pain is that when they remove the subsidy removal inside the fuel, it will be a cost to the masses. The reason why is that when they remove it, the price of the fuel it will go up. Why the refinery is not working? If the refinery is not working and they remove the subsidy removal and they're still taking our crude oil to foreign countries to refinery and brought it back to Nigeria, we are still from the fire to fire again. But what we need in Nigeria now is that before refinery they've been in Nigeria, we should try to talk to the government, the new government that is coming. They should help us. If the refinery is working, the things will always be all right. The fuel price will come down, kerosene is there, gas is there, everything. Okay, look at it. I'm saying they don't have petrol, but they're basic on fruit, only fuel, only farm. That's their nature of work here. They don't have petrol, they don't have anything, but they're basic on farm. And that farm with the tax they are paying, they are living fine. Look at Russia. Russia have many refineries. They bought many refineries, many crude oil from African countries. The refinery and they sell it to Africa back. But let Nigeria come together. Nigeria have big market. If you are refinery, our oil in Nigeria, 200 million people, what will be coming? All these politicians, they know what they are doing. They don't want the poor to grow rich like them. Because when they say I'm a rich person, they want the poor people to be complete with them. Well, it's not right. But when the thing is, they regulate everything. When the price rise is
naira, I mean 87 naira. It's easy for me and you, for the masses. Them also are going to enjoy it. Concerning the military know what they are doing. All of them, they've been in the game. They call themselves Kabah. They know what they are doing. It's a few people that rule Nigeria. That's why they don't allow the refinery to work. What is free to go? God should take control concerning what is happening in Nigeria. God should touch all those leaders. That's the masses going to be in benefit to enjoy themselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Samson. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so Buhari presided over the change of the naira note in 1984. 40 years later, he did the same thing. The first one ended in a disaster. He did not learn from that first one, and that was why the second one ended in a disaster. So, for him to apologize to me is unlike him because he has a nonchalant attitude. He doesn't care. Just like when they show him using a toothpick. Do you know what was happening in the country then? People were dying, and this guy, they posted a picture of Buhari using a toothpick. Understand? So he doesn't care what is going on. So I wonder what must have touched his mind to say that he has apologized to those who he hurt. One, saying that we all are humans. That doesn't show forgiveness.
Does it mean?
It means pushing his responsibility to other people, which is what he has been good at. He doesn't like to own up anything. He likes to say, okay, I failed because I'm human. I'm not an angel. Understand me? So, are we going to adopt it as a policy? When you come and misrule us, you apologize? It shouldn't. It doesn't happen in any other country. In China, and you do bad, you are killed. You are killed. So, apology cannot resurrect the dead people. Apology cannot bring back the business that has been ruined by his administration. Apology cannot solve the problem that he has solved in the country, that he has caused in the country. He promised to checkmate Boko Haram within 2 months. 8 years after, Boko Haram has gotten brothers and sisters, ISWAP, bandits. All these are offshoots of Boko Haram. So you cannot apologize for bad governance.
Does it mean you did not accept the apology of the president? Does it mean you personally did not accept? Because I will still put it out to Nigerians to ask if they actually accepted the apology or not.
Buhari has no capacity for governance. So he has no capacity to govern from the beginning. He had never governed before. As a military head of state, Tunde Idiabo was running the government. When Abacha made him the chairman of PTF, he set up a committee that was running it. He doesn't take control of whatever he is doing. So saying that he apologized from the beginning, he doesn't know what he is doing. So for me, if they accept the apology on their own, for me, whether he apologized or not, I'm shocked that he was able to utter that word because he shows unconcern to whatever is going on.
All right, let me put it out to Nigerians out there. Did you accept the President Muhammadu Buhari's apology? The apology he said to all Nigerians. He made that apology and said, please forgive me because he has hurt a whole lot of persons. Please call in and tell me if you actually accepted the apology or not, or you're yet to accept it, and your reasons for not accepting if you actually did not accept the apology. But I believe what President Muhammadu Buhari said about being human, maybe we can actually forgive him for being a human.
So tomorrow we'll forgive Tinubu for also being so it will be
I really don't know what you expect me to say.
No. So it will be it will become a state
if you lead us in a bad way, you come back and apologize.
apologize.
Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening, it's Chigas. You're calling back again.
All right, Gozie, tell us what you think. Did you accept the president's apology?
Honestly, I can never accept his apology. My children will not even accept his apology.
But why? That's serious.
What he did in the past, he came and repeated it again, having known the life that were wasted then. Maybe because of the way he used to travel that year. He was only busy traveling, and Idi Agbo, his younger brother. Because Idi Agbo that answering Idi Agbo is not a Yoruba person, no. He's a Hausa person. It's his Fulani younger brother. It's just that the mother is from the West. You understand? So he did all of those things, and in that 84, people died. If not, this one that happened would have become more disastrous again, like the previous one, if not for this transfer. And you know what we passed through even on the transfer. For me, I will not forgive him for anything. Posterity will not forgive him. So that is me.
All right, Chigozie. Thank God you said that is you. All right, let's hear what other Nigerians have to say. Did you forgive our president, or you're yet to forgive him? Did you accept his apology? Let us know what you think. Hello, good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening.
Please tell us your name and location.
Yeah, this is John Bosco. Yes, from Festac.
All right, John Bosco, go ahead.
Yeah. You see, that apology is not accepted, to tell you the simple truth. Because anybody that comes in to rule this country should be very careful. And the person should perform very well, because they have all it takes to make this country a better place. We have all it takes to be a great nation. The problem we're having is the bad politicians, the evil politicians, those who are looting our treasury, with undermining what we are saying and what the people are passing through. So after looting our treasury, after misbehaving, borrowing here and there, leaving our refinery down there, not working, at the end of the day, you come to apologize to us. No, we will not accept it. As for me, it's not accepted. Why is our refinery not working? For 8 years, these are one of the promises he made to us. Yes. Why is it not working? Since I was born till now, what we are generating is about 5,000 megawatts. Nothing more, nothing less. Why is it so? Why we have all it takes to make this nation a great place? So apology is not accepted. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. This one that everybody is saying, this one that everyone is saying, apology not accepted. Who actually accepted this apology? Abi, the president actually apologized to us for nothing. Okay, let's take this call. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. Please tell us your name and location.
Yeah, Hugo Surplus by name.
All right, please go ahead.
Calling from England. Yeah.
Right.
His apology is good. It's for our own good. He promised electricity for 8 years. There is no light. It's for your own good. He sees Naira for Naira this thing, which is the last part of his last commitment. Is for your own good. There is no good road in Nigeria. It's for your own good. Boko Haram and the other groups and bandits have killed many and they kidnapped many. It's also for Nigerian good. So his apologies is also for our own good. But I want to use this simple illustration to close it up. A man bought a brand new 911 and gave to one of his one driver a brand new one. He borrowed the money to buy the vehicle, and he happens to use it for transportation. And all of a sudden, after the first and second trip, the vehicle was involved in an accident, and everything went down that way. But the driver and the conductor actually survived. So when they now went to the owner of the car and the owner of the vehicle, they explained the incident, and they told the man that we thank God that nobody died. And the man was like, nobody died, but actually you have killed me because I borrowed the money I used to buy the car. So Nigeria borrowed Buhari, and the Buhari killed Nigeria, and Buhari survived. So nobody died.
All right, thank you, my brother. That's quite funny. I don't know. That left me laughing. I really don't know. Let's take another call. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you. Please tell us your name and location.
Okay, my name is Emmanuel, calling from Ilasa Maja.
All right, Emmanuel, go ahead.
Okay, I want to commend you all for the job you are doing. First of all, was he really? Hello.
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, first of all, was he really into governance? That's the first question. And I see that apology as a mockery on the fools called the fools he sees Nigerians as. That let me just tell them something that will make them look like I'm still mocking them the more. So everything he had done is like taking Nigeria 50 years backward. I think the best thing he would have just done is to just wait for May 29, quietly leave in shame, because there is nothing on ground. Even the name Buhari is as bad as mention your name now as Buhari. Now people look at you again as you understand? He has spoiled that name. He has made sure that name should not return to Nigerian politics. If not that most of them see most Nigerians as foolish people, even if they arrange themselves and come back again, the same people who he oppressed and repressed and denied identity, we still want to say, okay, let's reconsider. That's the problem I'm having with most Nigerians. These people in government are not even the issue. It is these people who carry placards, who do primary for them, who do candidate. I've been what did they call that one? Delegate for them to return them and recycle them to come back to misrule them. Whether he apologizes is just cruise. It's just like when you say you go club, you meet your friends and you just like make a show off. Stay there. But ordinarily, if you look at it in every way, it's like a foolish talk. Somebody will say he just jam. If he just look at it as okay, he just want to show that or he's ordinarily. So let's just forget about him and whether anything apology or no apology is not necessary, because when you say you are a tailor, somebody give you material, say sew this thing. They gave it to you because they know that you say you can sew clothes. And when you finish sewing that cloth, it can't be like the cloth of a younger brother of the person who gave you clothes. You should know that the person who gave you the clothes was so disappointed. It can even beat you up. It can beat you or anything like that. But let's just look at it as we who usually follow them whenever they come out are still the same people who are giving chance to all these things we see. You understand? It is not about them. They will keep looking at us as people who don't know anything. That's just the way I see. And that's the way it continues. Unless we decide our own as a people, regardless of our tribe, religion, ethnic, whatever, and then get and say, let's put a stop to some of these things. Beginning from here, only we who vote on election day are the ones who can gather without election and say, we want to right some wrongs. And until that happens, I will tell you, this cruise will continue and this mockery will continue. Thank you.
Well,
thank you so much, my brother.
I agree 100% with him. It's not even, as you say, it's not even about those who are on top, but about we Nigerians. As he said, the apology is a mockery because he doesn't feel what we are feeling. He doesn't feel what you and I are feeling. He told you that he has done well, that he has done his best. See the situation that Nigeria is $42 trillion in this debt. And he is saying that he has done well, that he has gotten all that he wanted, that this election, which is the worst in the history of democracy in the world, is one of its best achievements. Whoever can say that doesn't deserve his apology to be accepted, yes?
Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening.
Thank you so much. Tell us your name and location.
Thank you for the good job you are doing.
You're welcome.
Mr. Peter, you are doing great.
Thank you.
Please tell us your name and location.
I'm Michael calling from Megado.
All right, Michael, go ahead.
Yeah. The Bible said to forgive is divine. I ask for forgiveness. I forgive him. But the point is that I don't know if God will forgive him. That is the point. I don't know if God can ever forgive him for the blood that was shed under his government. So for that, I don't know. But I forgive him. I'm a human. And again, somebody was talking about the military. Look at our our government agencies, the military, the police. Are they working for the masses, working for the constitution, or working for those in power? That I don't know. If the police, or the inspector general of police, the chief of army staff, those that are in the army, are they working for the constitution of the country, or they are working for the president, working for the governor? I don't know. Because if they work for the constitution, they should follow what is in the constitution and whatever time they were called for any assignment. Any assignment that is against the constitution, I believe the police, the army should decline such duties. But I don't know. It's like they work for the governors, they work for the president, but they should be able to know if the president is giving them a wrong order that's against the constitution, to tell Mr. President, this is against the constitution of the country. And to declare.
All right. The only beautiful thing I want to take is that he has forgiven the president Muhammadu Buhari, but he said he's not sure if God will forgive him. But I believe he's a merciful God. He will definitely forgive. Hello. Good evening.
Yes, good evening, madam. I have called back again. My name is Mr. Hope.
All right, Mr. Hope, go ahead.
When Buhari said Nigerians should forgive him, it looked very funny to me. Because they said to make a mistake is a mistake, but to repeat that same mistake is a sin. And in every sin, there is wages. So which the Bible says, as a Christian I am, the Bible says that the wages of sin is death. So for my own side, I will not forgive him. Because the pain he has caused in this country is too much. And in another side, God is there to judge every man according to his deeds. So before Buhari says Nigerians should forgive him, his wife has already came out sometimes last year and apologized to Nigeria. Is it this year, if I'm not mistaken? He says Nigerians should forgive our husband. Then at the end, Buhari also come out and tell Nigerians to forgive him, that he has admitted his mistakes. So I want to put this illustration. The Buhari's administration brought in Nnamdi Kanu in terms of forgiveness. That's why I'm saying this. I am not supporting anybody committing crime or whatever. So when they brought in Nnamdi Kanu, so according to the media, we learned that the Igbos leaders went to Buhari and begged Buhari that please temper justice with mercy. Please forgive whatever Nnamdi has been doing, whatever he has done. Forgive him and release Nnamdi Kanu. But that he will not release Kanu. That it is a judiciary that will look onto that. And court also give an order for the Buhari APC administration to release Kanu. He refused to release Kanu, and he's planning to leave office. Since they have brought Kanu, they have not done anything to acquit him or to set him free. They keep him perpetual in the prison. Then I don't blame Buhari administration, because the people I blame is Nigerian judiciary and the people that make laws. Because it is only in Nigeria that they do not impeach a president. It seems like a birthright. When somebody becomes a president, it is a perpetual for you to remain there for 8 years. Irrespective of impunity, irrespective of any kind of atrocity you have committed, then you must remain there for 8 years. They cannot impeach Buhari. They cannot tell Buhari, this is what you have done. Because if Nigerian is practicing, if they were practicing democracy, Buhari would have not spent 8 years as a Nigerian president. They would have sent him back. because he has failed. Nigerians have seen that you have failed. But based on, they have built on their structure. They have compromised the judiciary. They have compromised the army. It seems as Nigerian securities agency, they were created to fight against the Nigerian people. Because since I was born in this country, Nigerians has never gone into war with any other country. But it is in Nigeria that you learn that police will kill Nigerians and nothing will be done about that. Just this year, last year Christmas, 25, a female lawyer was coming back from church with her husband and a police officer killed the woman. And when they went to court, they said the man is not guilty. So they have surrounded themselves with security agency and other forms of forces so that they can protect them in any kind of atrocity and impunity they have committed. So him telling Nigerians to forgive him, which he cannot forgive another person. According to the Bible says that may we forgive others. He said God should forgive us as we forgive others. That is the Lord's Prayer. He said, Father, forgive us as we forgive others. So him seeking forgiveness from us, which he cannot forgive others, it is impossible. Because he must do others what he wish. He must do to others what he wish others to do unto him. So that is it. That's my little contribution. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. All right.
So what you're saying is that Buhari wants to be forgiven, but he doesn't forgive. And that's the true character of Buhari. He never forgives. Buhari never forgives. So, and he wants people to forgive him. That's double standard.
Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, madam. Danjuma Musa calling back.
All right, Anjuma, go ahead, please.
Buhari begging Nigeria to forgive him. Tell Buhari, I think you are close to him. Tell Buhari, the people that died as a result of queuing to collect their money in the bank, you should go and beg them to forgive him. The people that have been killing in Benue, Zafara, Maiduguri, Sokoto, and others, Buhari should go and beg them to forgive him. I, Najuma, we are the same Muslim. We practice the same faith. I can never, and I will never forgive Buhari. Because 2014, when he was campaigning at Oniko Stadium in Lagos here, though I supported him 100% during his first coming, but 2016, when I watched him for 2015, 2016, I left him and said, this man doesn't have anything to offer. At Balogun Stadium, Buhari was telling us on the campaign ground that Nigeria are paid for darkness. But up to today, do we see light? No. No good road, no good education. You can imagine Nigeria going to Sudan for schooling. Oh my God. God will never. Buhari read Quran now. You know what is inside Quran. That is why he's begging. See, God will never forgive him. It is you Christians that say whatever the sin you commit, if you repent genuinely, God will forgive you. It's for Muslim, for Quran, it's no. You make mistake first time, you beg God to forgive you, then you repeat the mistake again, you say God will forgive you. It's not done. It's not possible. Buhari, by God's grace, his end will not end well. Yes, it will never end well. The pain that.
All right, we need to end it there.
That's
please.
going too far.
You're going too far. All right, in as much as he has apologized, it is left for you to either accept or not to accept. But whichever one you choose, I think it's not bad. Peter Nosike, what do you think? Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you. Please tell us your name and location.
My name is Flora. I'm calling from Oshodi.
All right, Flora, go ahead.
Okay, my dear. For a job well done, dear. Kudos. But then you are asking if we are going to forgive Buhari. I, Flora, and my family and my generations to come, we are not going to forgive Buhari because I'll be telling them stories. as at 1984, I was in my class 1. My uncle, late Mr. Stadian Anoika, came back December. He celebrated December Christmas with us in 1983. February 6th, 1984, he was killed in Ayola in the Matasnan riot when Buhari was the president of Nigeria, was the military president of Nigeria. And Buhari stopped pressmen, newspaper for carrying that news. Now, he wasn't the only one that was killed in Yola Dam. People were massacred. This my uncle that was killed was the one sponsoring me in the secondary school game, but she was my father's. I can never forgive Buhari. Buhari's name is, his second name is disaster. Buhari's name is disaster. He can never end well with his family.
All right, thank you, Flora. In as much as we understand your sentiments, we understand your anger, but please, that's going too far. Okay, Peter Anosike, our time is actually ticking very fast, and if you need to join the conversation, do well to call us within 10 minutes, because after 10 minutes, I don't think we'll be taking any more calls. Just do remember that the number to call is 0816 442 5875. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, I am Chukwuemeka from First Stack. I come again in peace.
All right, Chukwuemeka, go ahead.
That we live in peace. Well, the issue of forgiving Mr. President, I think I want to believe that his apology is irrelevant. Just like somebody said that about somebody buying truck, giving to somebody, and the vehicle had that accident and somebody died, and okay, somebody did not die, and they were happy that somebody did not die, but the owner said that about you have killed me. No matter the level of his apology, I want to believe that it is irrelevant. Though as a Christian, I want to leave it for him and the God. And I want to believe also that his apology never come from his mind. Because I know the man we're talking about is a man that nothing moves him. Even if the whole Nigerians are dying, he will just get out of the country. So I think I want to say that his apology is irrelevant. Like I said before, that Nigeria has come to a stage that we're almost helpless, but we still have hope that there is God. And just like I don't know if I want to believe what Tunji Brightway said, that the only thing that can solve this country's problem is revolution. I don't know whether Nigeria is going to such. And I believe that nobody wants to that, but we are coming to a state that it's like revolution is going to be the solution to this country's problem, because what we are seeing is this regime will come, promise us heaven and everything, at the end of the day they will do nothing. So that is my submission. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Chukwuemeka. Thank you for that submission. All right, Peter Anosike, we're still on Buhari's apology. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening.
Good evening. Please tell us your name and location.
My name is Desmond, calling from Oshud.
All right, Desmond, go ahead.
Well, Buhari or no Buhari have done his own part and is living. Forgiveness is for us because since he came to power, many people have been killed. In Boronu, Chibok girls, name them. Where are we starting from? The families are crying. The families are lamenting. The rise from 8,000 is almost 30-something thousand. We are hungry. We are starving, struggling to survive. How do we go about it? But his family and friends and colonies are enjoying, embezzling money, buying cars, buying private jets. While the citizenry who pay more of tax are suffering. And he come to tell us to forgive. He's the only God that will forgive who he wants to forgive. But everybody, when we said, no wicked shall go unpunished. Is there for us. Killing every day. Also, local government in Imo State, people are dying on its numbers. What I've ever seen since my 50-something years, I'm seeing it on this regime. Only God will forgive him, but the human being, I don't think will forgive him. And all the governors, not only Buhari, all the governors who they always give allocation to help that state and then embezzle it. Not only Buhari that will forgive, that will ask for forgiveness. All the governors who keep people by bad roads, no light, hypertension. You know people that die on the road on the hold up every day? People who give birth on Kekemara every day in Nigeria? Check it out. People who they kidnap because of lateness, everywhere, darkness, they hold Nigeria. I'm not forgiving, but let it be said by God. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. You said you're not forgiving him, and a whole lot of persons are sharing that sentiment. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening to you. All right, please do call us back. The number to call is still 0816 442 5875. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening, ma.
All right, tell us your name and location, please.
Okay, I am Ahmed calling from Maryland.
All right, Ahmed, go ahead.
Okay, if truly the federal government is serious about the apology, it should bring back the ex-Boko Haram terrorists that have been released from the rehabilitation and reintegration camp so that the Nigerian army will fire all of them. Then we know that truly our government is serious about this apology. That is what I want to say. We should bring them back so that the Nigerian army will fire them. That's what I want to say.
Thank you so much. Peter Nosike, do you agree? Do you agree with what he just said? All right, before we continue, hello, good evening to you.
Hello?
Good evening to you.
Good evening. Oh.
All right, please tell us your name.
My name is Obiageli.
All right, calling us from where?
From Aboju.
All right, Obiageli, go ahead.
For me, I will not forgive Buhari. Because many people, during his tenure, many people have died. Many. Go to East and see what is happening. Killing people like goats. They killed 2 people yesterday at Mbosi. Killing people as goats, and army people kill them. So nobody will forgive that man. He have done bad thing in this country. It's only God that will forgive him, not human being. Even as human being not forgive him, God will not forgive him. That is what I want to say.
All right, thank you so much, Obiageli, for sharing your opinion. Peter Nosike, it's quite exhausting.
Well,
Nigerians are bitter, Nigerians are angry. Okay. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Auntie.
Good evening. Please tell us your name and location.
Bashir is my name.
All right, Basiru, please adjust the volume on your radio.
I'm calling from Okwafor.
All right, go ahead.
I want to say that there's another that say, if you deceive me once, you are a fool. But if you deceive me twice, then I'm a fool. We should blame him. Since we are the one that even put him there for the second time. So we should take that blame. And if you say we are saying we don't like what he's doing, all about the number of people that used to troop out when they are campaigning. So the fault is also our own too. Yes. And now we cannot say we resign to fate, but we take our destiny into our hands. And for the guy that was saying that whether the military is working for the constitution or for the people in government, the military have no choice. So somebody is commander-in-chief of armed forces. So they should be loyal to him. If they are not loyal to him, that is mutiny. And you cannot mutinize against him because he's a democratically elected president. So that guy should take it like that. So in Nigeria, we have to take what we are seeing by ourselves like this. And we have to pray to God. That's the only thing we have because there's nothing we can do. Look at what is happening, the price of rice. Look at the price of petrol that they want to change. When they change it now, definitely everything, price of food will go up because the malam that will bring food stuff from the north, he will claim that cost of transport. If they take subsidy, they are saying that petrol per liter is most likely to move to 750. Now 750 per liter, how much will you sell your? I passed my neighbor. How much will you sell your car? So that is it will trickle down. The common man will feel it. They will feel it. They don't know on the long run. Common man will feel it because we start buying the rice at maybe 60 or 70,000 with that, and everything will go up. So they should think well before they do all this policy. And we too, we should know what we are doing because there's nothing we can do for now. You cannot change the government by yourself. It's just have to repent to God. But if you deceive me once, I'll tell you you are a fool. But if you deceive me 2 times, then I'm a fool. So there's that proverb should go to us.
All right, thank you, my brother.
Well,
thank you.
Bibna, some time ago, I went to my town. Then I saw the youths on the streets. One politician that's the king. The politician came to the king that he wants to run for an office. The king said, no, I will not support you. So the politician went and give some youth money. So they carried the gong, and we are running that's on the road. That the person that they made king doesn't know anything. That's what that the person that they made king doesn't know anything. So I called one of them. You people that decided to make somebody who doesn't know anything king, it means that you people don't know anything too.
Well.
So just like as what the other person that called from Okafor said, we that decided to make somebody who doesn't know anything president does not know anything. So the apology, it is we that should be apologizing, not Buhari, because it is we that unquote voted him. So if you can vote such a man who has no soul, who has no conscience, who nothing moves, it is our fault, not his.
All right, thank you so much, Peter Nosike, for today's analysis. Our time is ticking very fast, and it's time for us to say goodbye to you. But before we stand up from here, we want to say thank you so much to all our listeners, especially those who called in to share their opinions with us. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for calling. And remember, this is Voice of the People, where your voice can be heard. And don't forget also to catch us same time next week, exactly at 4 p.m. as we bring another major trending issues your way. Don't forget, my name is Biblas Chidi, and you can follow me on all social media handles, Instagram and Facebook at Biblas. On that note, do have a wonderful evening. Bye.